Hello, welcome. I can see quite a few people are already here. Good afternoon. It's great to see you all. My name is Monika Wojtachnio. I am a senior study abroad manager at Baltic Council for International Education, working in the Polish office. Here at Baltic Council, we help with applications to universities abroad. But not only that, we also do language courses, and we help with applications to also high schools abroad, secondary schools. Right now, we are just finishing with another webinar about that. So if you've just come in from that, also a very warm welcome to you. Today I am joined by Mathilde from Oxford Brookes University, who I am very, very happy to welcome here. I think this is going to be a fantastic presentation. We're going to find out all about what it is like to study in the UK, about Oxford Brookes University, how it is to study specifically there, what kind of fees do you need to expect, about the application process. So all of the nitty-gritty stuff about studying in the UK and how to get there. So this is, I think, going to give you a really, really nice outlook on how that works. I personally also studied in the UK. I did both my bachelor and a master's at University of East Anglia. So at the end, both me and Mathilde are going to be answering your questions. So throughout the presentation, you can pop your questions into the chat. So if anything comes up, then at the end, we can help you and answer all of your concerns or things that you are still wondering about. But now, I think without further ado, I will give the floor to Mathilde, and at the end, I'll also tell you a little bit more about what we do as Baltic Council. But yeah, there we go. Mathilde, take the floor, and once again, welcome to our webinar.
Thanks, Monika. Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. I'm your host, Mathilde, and I'm a Global Recruitment Associate within the Global Recruitment Team for Europe and UKI, UK International Students at Oxford Brookes University. And today we're going to talk about our institution and why studying at Oxford Brookes is the right choice for you. As Monika said, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box and we will answer them at the end. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the location. Oxford Brookes is based in the beautiful city of Dreaming Spires of Oxford, where historic charm meets modern design, creating an inspiring environment to fuel your academic journey. You will be studying in a place rich in history and in the footsteps of some of the greatest thinkers and innovators of all time, such as C.S. Lewis, author of the Chronicles of Narnia, William Wordsworth, well-known romantic poet, and Thomas More, noted Renaissance humanist and author of Utopia. So if you ask me, it's a pretty cool feeling. Oxford Brookes is in Oxford, and Oxford is close to the beautiful English countryside, the most famous of which is the Cotswolds. Known as the heart of rural England, this area is famous for its charming and picturesque villages, quaint cottages, ancient castles, and manor houses. On top of that, the student life at Oxford is always buzzing. Oxford is culturally diverse and dynamic, with people from all over the world, making both your studies and personal growth an exciting experience. Oxford is a very well-connected city. You can be in London in just 80 minutes by train or coach, with regular links to Heathrow and Gatwick airports as well. The city itself is full of life, historic buildings, green spaces, buzzing pubs and clubs. So whether you're exploring a museum, shopping at the West Gate, or simply trying food from around the world, Oxford keeps you inspired and entertained. These are pictures of some of the places around Oxford, including South Park, one of the city's largest green spaces, offering stunning views of Oxford's historic skyline, the Ashmolean Museum, which is the UK's first public museum, founded in 1683, and punting, a popular and relaxing way to explore the city's beautiful riverside. So, why should you study at Oxford Brookes? As I said, because if you study at Oxford Brookes, you will be living and learning in a beautiful and world-renowned city known for its academic excellence and stunning architecture. Oxford is also ranked among the 11 safest cities in England, and it's the perfect place to build essential skills and gain global experiences. Our high-quality teaching, expert support for international students, and modern facilities will prepare you for success in the global job market and graduate career ready. But you don't have to take my word for it, because the rankings speak for themselves. We are among the world's top universities in 21 different subjects. We're ranked the 6th in the UK for teaching, and 90% of full-time undergraduate students at Oxford Brookes are in work or further study within 15 months upon graduation. 19% of our students are international, and they come from 140 different countries. Our biggest campus is the Haddington campus, which is spread across 3 sites: the Gypsy Lane, where you find the business school, the Haddington Hill site, home to our engineering and computing programs, and the Marston Road site, where healthcare courses or programs are taught. Our Haddington campus is around 10 minutes by bus from the town centre, because it's around 1 mile east of Oxford city centre. Our Haddington campus has fully equipped sports centres, gym, a climbing wall, alongside modern learning spaces and specialist facilities. You can also enjoy 24/7 library access with subject-specific librarians, join the Brookes Union, and enjoy a wide variety of food outlets and on-site shops. We also have a medical and dental centre and a multi-faith chaplaincy to support all beliefs and backgrounds. We have a set of materials, including campus videos and recorded tours, on our website and YouTube channel for you to watch and immerse yourself from wherever you are. You can visit the links as you can see on the screen. If you're interested, however, in experiencing our university firsthand, you can book an on-site campus tour with one of our student ambassadors. We can show you around campus, our facilities and student halls, and you'll have the chance to chat with one of our current students. If you have already a course in mind and have applied for that course, we can also arrange for a student from that specific course to come talk to you about the course content, work placements, and student life at Oxford Brookes. Simply follow the link that I left in this presentation, which redirects you to the website. We also have 2 open days at the end of this month, one on the 20th and one on the 21st of June. So if you're interested in coming to see our campus and talk to our teams, including admissions, finance, and accommodation, please make sure to sign up. And you can do that on the website. So if I've been able to convince you so far, the next step now is pretty simple, is to apply. You can apply to Oxford Brookes in 3 different ways: by completing our online application form directly from our website, via UCAS, or through the Baltic Council agent portal, of course. The application submission deadline is the 30th of June for September 2025 entry, but the sooner you apply, of course, the better. If you're not able to apply before this date, we can still consider you via clearing when this opens on UCAS on the 5th of July. For those of you that do not know what clearing is, essentially this is another way for you to apply to university, regardless of whether you currently have an offer or not. International clearing at Brookes is also open to students who change their mind about where and what they want to study. They missed their grades of their offer, they didn't get an offer that they wanted, or they simply decided to give university a go. So if you're interested in applying via clearing, please check our clearing webpage to stay up to date on our available courses. We do require a set of documents alongside a fully submitted application. These include a personal statement, proof of your academic qualifications in the form of a scan or a photo, proof of your English language skills, a reference, either academic or professional, and for some courses, we require a portfolio or interview. A digital portfolio might be needed if you're applying for architecture or graphic design, and an interview is mandatory for people studying nursing and paramedic science. In these specific cases, the faculty will contact you directly via email after you submit your application to request the portfolio or to arrange this interview. It is worth remembering that while having a personal statement and telling us what your academic qualifications are mandatory, it is not mandatory for you to have the proof of English language skills and a reference letter at the time you apply. So in other words, if you do not have these 2 documents, you can still apply, you can still submit your application without them and provide them at a later date. Some of the applications some of the academic qualifications that we're looking for in your specific case are on the screen. These are the academic qualifications we're looking for to issue you with a conditional offer for a year one entry onto one of our undergraduate degree programs. If we make you an offer as an international student, you are eligible for our International Student Scholarship of £2,000. This scholarship is awarded to all those applicants that pay their deposit by a time frame and within a deadline. Some of these deadlines can be seen on the screen, and as you can see, it mainly depends on when we make you the offer in the first place. So depending on that, there is a different window for you to pay your deposit. The deposit is deducted from your tuition fees of your first year of your course, and it serves to book your seat on the course. Once we receive that deposit by the deadline, a scholarship award letter will be given to you, and this will be reflected on your CAS statement. We have a dedicated international student advice team at Oxford Brookes that can provide you with support as long as, well, anything related about visa guidance, immigration advice to help you settle into your new life in the UK. They're also responsible for any travel arrangements you may need, and they organize social events and activities to help you get to the university and meet fellow students. They can also help you settle into your new accommodation and make the most of your time at Oxford Brookes. Speaking of accommodation, as a first-year student, you're guaranteed accommodation in a secure and welcoming environment with 24/7 on-site hall staff to support you. Almost all of our rooms are en suite and located a short distance from our campuses, with Cheney Student Village being the closest to the campus. Some of the benefits of living on campus can be read on the screen, such as utility bills included in the price, and also inclusive accommodation options are available, such as single sex, under 18, quiet/alcohol-free, disabled and medical conditions, mature students, etc., etc. So if you have any specific needs, it's very likely that we have a specific type of accommodation for you. It is worth noting that some students, depending on whether they apply to the Art Foundation, a teaching course, nursing, midwifery, or paramedic science, you will be assigned a specific type of accommodation, which is slightly different to a standard type of accommodation. So that's important to remember. Living in halls is a great way for you to become independent, meet new people, make friends, and take part to the many activities that happen throughout the year. Our Brookes bus key will allow you to travel in the city of Oxford and between campuses easily at a discounted price. And you can also get a lot of support from our dedicated Rest Life team for all aspects about student living. The Brookes Union. Once you join Oxford Brookes, you automatically become part of our student-led Brookes Union that represent the heart of student life at Oxford Brookes. The Brookes Union represents students' interests, offers a range of services, and organizes events and activities throughout the year. It is also home to around 70 different clubs and societies. Some examples are sports, anime, chess, women in business, and there's even a Harry Potter society, which is not very surprising. There are 8 student networks, more than 450 student representatives that can provide you with housing, financial, and well-being advice. The student representatives are volunteers and current students that want to help you make changes to your course by collecting feedback and ensuring that your views are passed on to the people that can make decisions. The student reps work closely with the university, and their officers and students sit on most decision-making panels. So they're great people to speak with. I lost my mouse. Okay, here we go. The Brookes Union also organize loads of events, including Freshers Week, movie nights, and welcoming events when you arrive on campus. So it's very likely that you'll meet them when you come to Oxford Brookes. As you can see, these are some pictures that were taken, including the Brookes Union. Their mascot is a teddy bear. So yes, very, very nice pictures of the university. Now let's talk about Brookes Sport. So whether you're into cricket, rugby, football, or rowing, there are plenty of ways to stay active, join a team, or simply make new friends at Oxford Brookes. There are over 30 teams competing in the British universities and college sport, so you'll definitely find something for your interest and from all skill levels. Our campus has everything you need. There's a gym, courts, pitches, a sports bar, and more. So whether you're looking for a competitive or recreational activity, there's an option for you. I mean, these students look really happy, so these are some of the sports that we have at Oxford Brookes. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ones. The Oxford Brookes rowing is one of the university's most successful sports team. It competes at the highest level in both national and international events, and they also take part to prestigious competitions like the Henley Royal Regatta and the BUCS Regatta. Careers services. On campus, we have a dedicated career service that offers tailored support to help you find your ideal job and build essential skills for your career. Some of their services include one-to-one appointments, a program of workshops supporting career decision-making, online vacancy services, practical advice on how to write your CV or prepare your LinkedIn profile, as well as continuing professional development advice for 3 years once you have graduated. So even after you graduate, you can still use our career services to find jobs or get advice if you need. They can be contacted via email or you can give them a ring. They also organize fairs like placement fairs, job fairs, and volunteer fairs, as well as other events. Some of these other events include, for example, finding a job you'll love, the power of networking, and how to make your CV stand out in the UK job market as an international student, and more of which you can find on their What's On webpage linked on the screen. Work placements are really important at Oxford Brookes because, as I said to you at the start of this webinar, thanks to our high quality teaching, expert support for international students, and modern cutting-edge facilities, Oxford Brookes will prepare you for success in the global job market and allow you to graduate career-ready. Many of our courses offer a placement year where you gain hands-on experience in the work field within your chosen field of study. Work placements are also a great way to build connections and stand out to employers. And some of our work placements are with world-famous brands such as Apple, BMW Mini, F1 Ferrari, IBM, Microsoft, and more. And Oxford University hospitals for those choosing a healthcare path. Work placements also help you gain practical skills, enhance your employability, and build connections with potential employers after you graduate. Oxford Brookes has strong links with industry. We have many partners that we work with to ensure that students have access to a wide variety of placements across different sectors. I've also included a video in this PowerPoint, but I don't see a play button, so we'll probably have to skip that. It's on the website.
The quick meeting doesn't allow videos, so that is the...
Okay, don't worry. If you're interested, the video is on our website. It's just students talking about their work experiences. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, you can visit our website and search for that video. It's probably sitting somewhere under the work placements web pages. And now I think the ball is back to Monika's court, and I will mute myself. But thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Mathilde, for giving us such a wonderful presentation. We'll get back to talking about Oxford Brookes really shortly. Just for a few minutes, I just wanted to mention to everyone here who are really Baltic Council and what we can do for you, because basically Oxford Brookes and Baltic Council are partners in business. So what Oxford Brookes does is they provide the excellent education and opportunities for students, and we help you with the application. So what we do is we support every applicant throughout the entire process. So from the moment of choosing a university and a field of study, through gathering all of the necessary documents, writing your personal statement, gathering your references, any other documents from the school that will be needed, helping you to prepare for an interview if such one is needed, or prepare a portfolio, like was mentioned before, for some courses that will be needed. So we are with you in that as well. We also stay in regular contact with both you and the university, and we keep track of all of the deadlines, including visa application deadlines, accommodation application deadlines, and of course, just application deadlines. So this is very helpful for those of you that are really busy with schoolwork, or maybe you just have other things going on as well, like sports or extracurricular activities. We are here to kind of take that load off of you. So we do operate in many different countries, 6 to be exact. And right now I'll show you on the screen the contact details of each office. We are in Poland, in Slovakia, Hungary, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. So no matter from where you are, from where you're watching us right now, I am sure you can find the office that is closest to you. And then you can contact us if you have any questions that will not be answered today, or if you want to talk to us about your specific situation, and then we can help you with the application and the entire process. So yeah, if you're one of those people that are now considering studying abroad, Baltic Council is there for you to help you through that entire journey. But now going back to the questions, because I have seen quite a few questions coming in throughout the presentation. The first question that came in, I'm going to display it now, was about the accommodation and whether it's guaranteed. Matilda already said that in the presentation. It is guaranteed for first-year students. For later on, from my experience as well, it usually works in the way that you can apply sometimes for the on-campus accommodation still, but usually you will be finding private housing outside of university with your new group of friends. So that's basically how it works. But first-year accommodation is guaranteed, which is a fantastic thing in comparison to some other countries like the Netherlands, where the whole process of looking for accommodation is very stressful. Here you can really kind of take a breath and just relax. You only need to apply for it earlier on. So like, don't leave it to the last minute. Let the university know that you do need that room. And the next question, now that will be for Mathilde to answer. But we have a question about the cost of living in Oxford for a student.
Yes, so that's a great question. There is a page on the website called Living Costs. It explains what costs you might have to do and what kind of price range, what kind of numbers we're speaking about. In general, I would say that if you come to study at Oxford Brookes, you have to keep in mind that there are going to be some costs, such as the accommodation. So you'll have to sign a contract, and every week you'll need to pay towards your accommodation. As Monika said, for your first year, you will be living in halls, so on campus, but then for your second and third year, or even fourth year, if you're doing a work placement, you can consider private renting with your friends. And there's lots of private accommodation options in Oxford for students of university, including Oxford Brookes. The other spending is obviously food. That depends on your eating habits. On average, students spend around £30 to £50 per week on food, depending on whether they cook at home or eat out. There's lots of discounts around Oxford in most of the restaurants for university students. So we're talking about 10, 15, 20% off on some meals. So make sure to ask for your discount if you're eating out, when you might spend between maybe 10 to 30 pounds per meal, depending also on the restaurant you go to or the cafe you're going to. Then there's transport. Oxford is a compact city, so transportation costs are not very high. With the Brookes bus key, you get a discounted price on travel. So a cost of a single ticket is around £1.50 compared to £3 if you don't say that you're an Oxford Brookes student. That's also for staff, so I use that as well all the time. Lots of students consider buying a bicycle because Oxford is quite flat, so many students prefer to cycle around the city, and you can buy a bike or a secondhand bike in one of the many shops in Oxford. Utilities is another bill, but as I mentioned in the PowerPoint, those are included in the accommodation price that you pay. Study materials, so books, anything that you might need for your course, although we do have a lot of textbooks in our library which you can borrow. We have a photocopier, a scan machine, and you can even print freely with the library with your student card. Your student card is your library card and gives you access to our libraries. There's also lots of digital files online, so you can also save on money by downloading the PDF version of a book, maybe that costs even less. And then another one to think about, maybe it's just leisure and entertainment. So Oxford has plenty of free or low cost things to do. So if you're planning on going out regularly or taking part in extracurricular activities like the cinema, the pub, or a gym membership, that also is something you need to take into account. We have a gym membership for our students at a discounted price, so you can use the gym whenever you want and not pay too much towards it. So if you think about all of that, ultimately it does add up to a specific amount, but there are lots of ways for each of these categories where you can save. So hopefully that answers the question. But as I said, there is a page specifically on this on our website, so make sure to read it when you get some time to do that.
Lovely. I saw that Rachel, who is also representative of Oxford Brookes, also wrote in our kind of private little chat that it does come up to about £1,000 a month. So just to give you a rough number, that's about how much you need to be preparing to come to Oxford and live there and study. Right. Next question. Let's see, what do we have? Can anyone join sport clubs, or are there tryouts?
Yes, anyone can join a sports club. As I've shown, there's lots of different teams. In terms of tryouts, you can go to one of the next gatherings or, let's say, meetings of the sports club that you're interested in. You can try out and see if that's your thing. If it isn't, it's absolutely not a problem. You can speak also to the lovely reception team at the sports gym, at the Brookes gym, sorry. Talk to a member of the sports staff if you need any advice. So yes, anyone can join any of the clubs I mentioned, regardless of their skill level. So I'm sure that there is a team that you might want to join and try. And if it doesn't work out, you can change team and find something else.
Yeah, from my experience as well, anyone can join, and there is always, every club has a group for beginners, intermediates, advanced, etc. But if you do want to represent the university at the BACS competitions, then there usually are tryouts for that competitive team. But it is kind of separate from just joining the club and being able to go to weekly or bi-weekly sessions. So this is basically how it works. I'm pretty sure it works mostly like this everywhere. So anyone can join. But if you really want to like represent the university at the highest level, you will probably have to try out to be on the main team. All right, I think the next question is for us. So what other countries can I apply to with your help? Well, Baltic Council helps with applications to anywhere where the studies are led in English. So if the course is fully in English, and so is the application, because that doesn't always go hand in hand, unfortunately. But if the application is fully in English and the course is fully in English, then we can help you with your application. However, we would definitely recommend the UK, because then you know that everything is definitely going to be in English, and you know that you're getting highest quality of education in Europe. So if you can only afford UK, we definitely highly recommend that. And with regards to that, we have another question asking, when should I start my application to the UK? From our side, we would definitely recommend as early as possible. So even when you're now, if you're now from Polish perspective, if you're in your third year of high school, so your kind of preliminary year, this is the time to kind of start looking for universities and starting to work on your application in the summer period. And then you can send in your applications from October, I believe, onwards, or even September. I think the UCAS already open, so you can send in your applications. Usually, the kind of standard deadline is in January for UK. But as Mathilde said, you can send in your applications until the end of June, right?
Yes, so our late application deadline at Oxford Brookes is the 30th of June for all international students interested in September 2025. For next year, so January 2026 or September 2026, obviously the deadline is much later, but if you're interested in joining in September, please apply before the end of this month, if possible, so we can guarantee you a place if you're eligible.
Lovely. And again, a question regarding the application. What are the IB requirements? Mathilde?
Yes, so many of our students do study the IB qualification. As long as you achieve the specific amount of UCAS tariff points mentioned in the course page of the course you're interested in, you will be made an offer. If you don't have your grades yet, but you're studying the IB, we can still make you an offer, because if we see that you have the capacity or the potential to meet our requirements, even if we don't have your grades yet, or even if we don't know your predicted grades, we can still consider you for a place. But each entry requirement for the IB depends on the course that you apply for, because depending on the course, you might have a different UCAS tariff points number that you need to meet, whether that's 104, 112, or 136. And so depending on that, we can accept certain grades for the IB. A very useful tool for you to find out is to understand whether you're eligible for an offer is the UCAS tariff points calculator. And the way it works is that you add each component of your IB, including extended essay and theory of knowledge, if you've done those subjects, to the calculator. So higher level subjects, standard level subjects, you put the grades next to it, and the calculator calculates the tariff points that you've earned with those grades. And if you meet the requirement of the course, then an offer will be made. But even if, as I said, if you haven't done the IB or you're waiting on your grades, but you declare that you're doing this qualification, we will still consider you if we can see you have the potential to meet the requirements.
Lovely. I can see that Rachel is once again giving us a little bit more of a specific. So she's saying that you basically need anywhere between 30 to 34 points, IB points, depending on the course. And then some courses will need maths, specifically and especially engineering courses, or science, such as biology, for example, for biological sciences. So those will be there. And then if you're in an IB class, in the IB diploma program, you will not need an English certificate for applying. So you can apply with your English subject, basically, to fulfill the English language requirement. However, you usually still need to do an IELTS academic for the visa. So just so you all know, and you are prepared for that, the IELTS academic for UKBI, this is the full name, will still be needed even if you're an IB student usually. So that is something that is worth noting. We have one more question, and then I've also seen some requests to tell us a little bit more about the courses that you offer at Oxford Brookes. But let's just answer this last question first. It is regarding whether there is still time to apply to the 2025 autumn entrance for medical programs.
Yes, I believe that there isn't a course within the field of medicine or healthcare that has closed, although I will check our program list just to be sure of that. And again, if you do want to join in the September 2025 intake, please make sure to submit your application by the end of this month. The last day is the 30th of June. We don't have a specific course called medicine at Oxford Brookes, but we do have a range of different courses within the field, like biological sciences, biomedical science, genetics and genomics, and a lot more. I will get the page up in a moment to just answer on which of these courses are still open. So meanwhile, Monika, I'll do that, and then I'll jump right back in.
Lovely, no problem. And yeah, with regards to what courses you can study, there we go. We'll put the presentation back on. What courses you can study at Oxford Brookes? There is a lot of them. The easiest way to check what is offered is probably to go on the website and go into the course finder. There you'll be able to see the wonderful and huge offering of Oxford Brookes. So that is probably the easiest way, but you can also come to us. So if you're looking for something specific, Baltic Council can help you, and we can help you find that at the right university. So this is also another option. But once Mathilde finds her document, she can also tell you a little bit more about that. I see that someone is typing, so we're probably going to get another question as well.
Okay, so just to go back to that question, as I said, there isn't a course specifically called medicine, but within the healthcare field, we offer a range of different courses, which, as Monika said, you can browse on our course finder on our website. Some of these healthcare courses include nursing, midwifery, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, and social work. We also have a life sciences foundation, which is a foundation to prepare you to progress onto any biosciences or nutrition or sport or physical activity degrees because you don't quite meet the academic requirements for the undergraduate course. We have biomedical science, we have medical science, we have medical science final year entry, medical genetics and genomics, and biological sciences. So all of these are within the science field, and you can learn more about each on our course web pages. All our course web pages give you a description of the program, including its content, how to apply, entry requirements, tuition fees, and career prospects. So we'll also tell you what happens after you graduate, and if there's any work placements involved.
Lovely. And which course would you recommend, Mathilde? What do you think is your kind of flagship course at Oxford Brookes?
There isn't one that specifically stands out. I think that depends on what our students attending this webinar are looking to do. If you're not quite sure yet, like I was when I decided to go to university, don't worry. You can always apply for a foundation, get the basic skills and knowledge, and improve your English language to then decide on your substantive course that you want to do next. So a foundation is a great preparatory program if you're unsure on which kind of course you want to do. But popular courses at Oxford Brookes are, for example, architecture, motorsport engineering, nursing, paramedic science, midwifery, but also lots of other business courses like business and management, international hospitality, international relations. There isn't, as I said, there isn't one that stands out, but there's definitely a few that are very much in demand. And these are some of the ones I mentioned. So if you are interested in any of these ones, I would strongly encourage you to apply as soon as you can, just so we can give you a place if you're eligible, and we don't have to share the disappointing news that maybe the course is closed and there's no more vacancies, because we only have a limited number of spaces, of course. But yes, I would answer that question that way. Sports is also a very popular one I've seen picking. So I think it depends on what you would like to study and where you see yourself maybe after you graduate, whether you're looking to what kind of career you're looking forward to do, because that will influence your decision of what course you want to enroll at.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think a little bird is also telling me that motorsports are a very, very high quality at Oxford Brookes, because apparently every single Formula One team in the world has a Brookes alumni working in it. So that's a fun fact for you, but a very, very interesting thing. And also architecture is a very, very good course at Oxford Brookes. We do see a lot of interest in architecture at Oxford Brookes as well. So we would definitely recommend that. It's top 10 in the country. So you would be very, very well off going there. On the slide, you can all actually see kind of what are the subject areas that are most popular at Oxford Brookes and are kind of best at Oxford Brookes, because every university has its kind of a little bit of its focus on specific subjects, but there's over 21 that are like very, very highly ranked at Oxford Brookes. So you're pretty much well off whichever one you choose, but those are the most kind of highest ranked ones, basically. And then also somebody asked in the meantime whether they can study business or marketing at this university. The answer is obviously yes. Matilda already said that's one of the most popular courses as well. So yeah, business, absolutely. That's something you can study at Oxford Brookes.
I just want to add on that, Monica, that for the motorsport engineering, yes, it's a very popular course. The entry requirements are a bit, let's say, you need to keep in mind that there are specific entry requirements for this course because it's so in demand. But the fact that Oxford, for example, is close to Silverstone, that we also have an Oxford Brookes racing team, a little piece of information that might be interesting for engineers out there is that students in the motorsport engineering course get to build their own car entirely on their own. So that's something really cool. In terms of architecture, it's kind of connected to the location of Oxford as well, because as I mentioned, it's the city of dreaming spires. There's a beautiful blend between ancient history and modern cutting edge buildings. So studying architecture in Oxford is like spot on. But yes, any of the courses listed there are great and internationally recognized as well.
Yeah. And just Oxford as a city as well, like you said, it is an absolutely beautiful city. I had the pleasure to have visited Oxford, and it is very, very nice. And if you're into Harry Potter, yeah, that's where a lot of it was filmed. So you're definitely going to feel that vibe. But at the same time, Oxford Brookes is very modern. So it's also very nice for those of you that are not exactly into that very, very kind of old school type of architecture, but also want to experience some of the new stuff, kind of nice, clean, modern type of buildings. Then you're going to be able to find that at Oxford Brookes as well. So it's a great blend, I think, of the two worlds kind of colliding, the old and the new. Right. I'm just checking if we have any more questions. If anyone has one, now is your time to type it in the chat. So I'll give you all a few more minutes to do that. and then we can answer a few more. Right, I see that someone is typing, but I don't see any questions. Oh, there is one. There is one. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there we go. With regards to the engineering, automotive engineering course, someone is asking if there is a regular automotive engineering class.
Okay, so I was just looking at all the engineering courses because there's many. So in the field of engineering, we have motorsport engineering, mechanical engineering. We have automotive engineering with electric vehicles, which is I think it's a new program actually. It was I think validated recently, so it's a brand new course. Very popular actually, especially at postgraduate level. But also lots of undergraduate international students pick this course. So yes, we do have automotive engineering at Oxford Brookes University.
Lovely. I think that's a very unique course. Not that many universities offer it, so it's another great opportunity for our Oxford Brookes to kind of distinguish itself. So
yeah,
if you're looking
especially
for that,
since today it seems like lots of cars are becoming electrical, like with Tesla and being this big brand and company. So yes, it's very current, I would say, with the time that we are.
I think there's also been a law introduced by the European Union. You're not really in the European Union anymore in England, but I'm not sure if it's not even a worldwide thing, whereby I think 2035 or something like that, all cars will have to be electric, so you will not be able to kind of buy a new gas car or diesel. Like you will only be able to buy a new electric car. So again, very kind of future oriented course. So great stuff. All right, is there any more questions? If not, we're going to be slowly finishing, but I'll give you a minute again if anyone else wants to ask a question. So now's your last chance.
Just while we wait, I also want to add that we have electric mechanical engineering, and we also have manufacturing engineering, apprenticeships as well. So this adds to the types of engineering courses that we offer at Oxford Brookes University. So if there's any of these courses that you're interested in, that you want to find out more about, simply go on the course webpage and read through that information.
Right. Someone is asking whether the application process is via university website or UCAS. It's both, right?
Yes, so you can apply either way. As an international student, you have the option to apply either directly with us by filling out our online application form. You can apply via UCAS if you wish to use UCAS as well. Of course, you can also apply with Baltic Council. So it's entirely up to you how you want to apply. But yes, both options, university website or UCAS, are fine. The only thing worth mentioning is if you're applying through UCAS, you might have to pay a small subscription fee of around £30 to pick your university choices. So if you're looking to not spend that amount, you can simply apply directly with us, because applying with us is free. And you can apply to as many courses as you want. So if you're uncertain on 2, 3, 4 courses that you all like, and you can't pick one, you can just apply to 3 or 4 different courses, and we will assess them all. Again, don't feel like you have to know what you want to study. If your passion, your interest lies in 2 or 3 different subjects, you can apply to all 3 subjects, and then if we make you an offer for all 3 of them, obviously you'll need to pick one, but by then you'll probably have figured out what you want to study.
Yeah, of course. Right. I think that will be our last question, because I don't see anyone else typing, and we are slowly starting to run out of time as well. So thank you so much, Matil. Thank you, Rachel, as well, who was kind of behind the scenes as well. So thank you both for joining us today. Thank you for this fantastic presentation and for answering all of the questions. And thank you to all the attendees for joining us today. We do hope you found out everything you wanted to know. And if you didn't, please come to us, contact your local Baltic Council office, and we will help you out. So once again, thank you very much, and have a lovely evening, everyone.